Our team is excited about being here for what I think is going to be a great regional tournament. I believe there are 4 teams that are very balanced. I think they will all represent this region very well in the Final Four. Well coached, great athletes, and we're ready to get started at the first line.
Coach, you've already faced Illinois earlier in the season. How is it different comparing for this game?
It's not a whole lot. They're very physical. They're playing at a very high level. Probably they're playing I think they're playing as well as they've played all season. Great confidence. And we feel like there's some things that we're going to have to do to stay in the match with them. And if we can do those things, then I like our chances.
Carly, this is your 4th straight Sweet 16. Just talk about how is this one different?
I think this one is different because we're close to home, and I know we played at home last year for regional, but this just feels different because we bust, and it just hasn't been the commercial flights and all of the jazz that goes with the name of the NCAA tournament. I think that's kept us grounded so we can just play our normal relaxed volleyball.
Talk about the legacy of Purdue Volleyball. Obviously, it has postseason success.
I mean, we have made it to the Sweet 16 the past 4 years, but coming into this season with the experience and the balance that this team has, we have a goal to kind of exceed those expectations of going to the Sweet 16, but going farther in the NCAA tournament.
And KiKi, talk about, all 3 of these teams. You've seen them all the last couple of years. Just talk about what it's like to face someone you've seen on the other side of the net before.
I think that it gives us a great advantage because we've seen everyone and we've scouted them really hard before, and so I think that we're really well prepared. And I think us in Illinois, we have a great rivalry already, playing them in the Big Ten twice this year, and so I think that that'll bring a lot of people to come support us because they know how big of a game this is, and I know that we'll have a lot of fans come out and give the Spike Squad a huge, run for their money.
This can be for any of the players. The Big Ten is having a really strong year this year in volleyball. And how do you think it's different preparing for the Big Ten teams versus a non-conference opponent?
I think with the Big Ten teams, it's more about what happens on your side of the net compared to scouting the other teams, because when you play a team that's out of your conference and they haven't seen you before, it's an advantage and a disadvantage, but I think it's an advantage in the aspect that they've never seen your style of volleyball. But with the Big Ten teams, you see that style all season long, so I think it's all about the mentality and the effort and executing.
Just to follow up on that, I think when you're playing, last weekend we played 2 teams that we were not very familiar with, and so much of that was establishing a game plan and scheming and things like that, where I think against Illinois it's about 10% of scheming and game planning and 90% of what Carly said, execution. This is all about execution right now.
So you guys were able to beat Illinois on your home court, also in a big arena, and then came here not that long ago and had a different outcome. Are you guys kind of, with the rubber match, are you guys getting more pumped for this one than maybe if you hadn't faced us before?
Yes, it's an NCAA match. I think getting excited for any NCAA match is given, but like KiKi mentioned, people know how much this means to us because we have played them twice, and every time during the season it has been a tough match. Not to mention Florida State or Wisconsin, every time we played them it's been a really exciting, tough match. So I think we're just really excited for good volleyball.